Welcome to Keeper Secrets Tarot. I'm Gypsy Girl here to give you another lesson for the day. Just want to be grateful for the noise outside. But it'll pass in a second or two. They're just cleaning up the streets. I have a tickle in my throat today, so I have a tea. Might as well have a sip. It's funny the timing, eh? It was so quiet a moment ago, I thought, oh, it's perfect. But there it is, chiming in the background, life going on outside. While I'm here inside trying to connect to the energy. What is the lesson for today? I am grateful for the energy though. It is it's building up, it's what it is. Cards are feeling heavy today. It's inspiring. I hope that I am inspiring you with what I do. My voice is somehow stressed today. People don't want to talk. They need to talk. Lots to say. Don't want to say. Need to say. Need to clear the air. Need to get the facts in order. Thank you for protecting us and keeping us safe, protecting the collective. Thank you for protecting me and keeping me safe. What is the oracle? Oof, going far there. What is the lesson for today? What does the collective need to learn today? I thank you for your likes and your subscribes and your shares. Following the lessons gives you insight, prepares you for possibility you may be in the position that the lesson is describing, or how to handle it when it comes up to you. It's all about life, these lessons, you know. That's why it's so, I'm curious what the lesson will be every time I shuffle the deck. And I find that it continues in scenarios, but I can hope for something different every now and again. Look at that, transforming. A relationship is healing. Brand new relationship. Someone is changing, growing, and looking for a new relationship, or looking for forgiveness. Actually, this is a forgiveness card. But it is a new relationship once the forgiveness is handed out. So the healing is there and will be done, and just desserts definitely on the way. My deck is all over the place. It's messages, eh? So if you that's probably why my throat is acting up, because things that need to be said are either they're being held back for fear of not being forgiven. Must be the reason is not able to explain. It's too much information. Just take it in small amounts. And you know, the forgiveness thing is you're forgiving yourself first, for having gone through the ordeal. That spirit guided you to. And it's, we think that we're in charge down here. It's too much of an ego trip, but we're not. Ego is, in our eyes, is big, but in the universe's vastness, it's not even a drop of water. It's not even spit in your mouth. It's an idea. The ego. It has no tangibility. It's just thought and attitude. When we learn to humble that, then we'll be able to communicate easier. Being in control is an obsession to some. What is the lesson for today? Maybe it's about forgiveness again, or ego. Let's find out. What is the lesson for today? Cards are still very heavy. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting us and keeping us safe. What is the lesson for today? There you go. The Three of Coins, or Pentacles. It's a foundation that's been set. It is work that has been done at some point in the past as a group, as a team. But the work was good because it was a foundation. Plans were put in place properly, and the gods are pleased, is how this card is explained in this deck. The work that was done in the past shows approval. So something good was done. Now, for it to be a lesson, we have to look at the negative side. So it's trickery, connery, trying to get one over on someone, like making a deal and then screwing it up so that you get more than the others, or one party is just put into complete misery for whatever reason. I mean, it is to manipulate, it is a way of doing business, manipulating and trying to get the upper hand. That would be the lesson here, how to spot that, or to avoid it, or to annihilate it completely. I mean, the sensation that I'm getting when I think of discussing this card is it's annoyance. I am annoyed because of what cruelty can be done, mind games and such, tricking people into situations and circumstances. When you think about it and you put yourself in the position of being taken advantage of, can you honestly say that you don't feel anything, but yet you're able to do it to another? It's a conscience that needs to be recognized when this kind of dealing is happening. Being aware that this is the world that we live in, where we are constantly manipulating or being manipulated every second of the day. It takes away your freedom. But that's the world that we live in. The dream of freedom is just a dream. It's not real, because we're constantly in the stance of manipulating or being manipulated. This is a hard lesson when it comes to being honest, because everybody wants to make a buck. And when you go out to make $1, you always have to add in the interest that I can make 2 or 5 more, but I won't share with another or the others. This is something that we need to really pay attention to, because this is a part of our existence, whether we are honest or not. I mean, to be an honest person, yes, you tell the truth, but then at some point the truth does turn around and hurt you because it is the truth. Let's see what the tool is. For legacy. There you go. That's why I have this sensation of annoyance. Because it's a reputation that is being manipulated. When you look at these two cards together. It's 13. It's a transformation. We just had that transformation card show up for forgiveness in a relationship. And that seems to be the call here. Someone has to change. Big time. Because this is a legacy. This is abundance. A tool. Imagine. The abundance, it may be monetary because of course the card reflects coin. But abundance could be, like I said, it's your reputation. It's what your values are. It's how you see life. It's how you maneuver through your dealings with other people. And if you're fair with the other person, then there's a happiness that comes between you. That happiness is what we would call bliss, because it is minuscule in comparison to what the universe provides between people. I mean, it's a handshake, a smile. It's minuscule. It's nothing. Honesty even has become a thing of like candy. You use it. You use the truth to build up lies and to manipulate. You use the truth to cover up the manipulation. I mean, it's annoying. And I'm being just mild, because the rage that I could get into, it'll tire me out before the lesson is over. So what is Spirit doing? Sacrifice. You see all the good stuff. And if you notice, this is all the lower arcana that's going on here. So this is probably why I'm feeling it more of an annoyance, because it's not in the spiritual realm. Spirit has come down to our level, our low level, where we would have a low vibration. Okay, and if you're into spirituality, you'll know what that means. And if you're not, well, it just means that you're using base pleasures to get satisfaction, instead of rising above petty differences and jealousy and envy. If you would rise above that, then you wouldn't need to be living in a world of manipulation. But that would be a perfect world, and sorry, that's not what goes on down here. Down here, we need to manipulate and struggle and get over on another and take from and steal and, all the fun stuff of ruining lives, destroying reputations of people, because we can't accept that they are able to sacrifice their lives to have what they deserve in the end. And jealousy and envy is what distorts the happiness, turning it into manipulation. Here, Spirit is saying to us and giving us, and this is what Spirit gives us. This 8, again, the 8, what goes around, comes around, right? But this 8 is mastery, experience. This is why I could come here now and say, I am annoyed, because I have had these experiences that show me that I need to sacrifice in my life in order to be at peace. I need to give up. And usually when I talk about sacrifice here, it's the ego that we're sacrificing. Because it's one thing to know something, like we know it and we know that we know it. But then it's another thing to abuse that power because we know that we know it, if you get my meaning. It is a question of humble to humble the self, humility. You see, where you get your legacy is because you've humbled yourself to receive the abundance. If you don't humble yourself, then you're manipulated because somebody else is going to come around and want to take it from you. Yeah, our healer. This is the gift. Sorry about that. Had to run off for a bit and come right back. Okay, so where was I? The gift is the hermit, the wisdom. This is the soothing, the elixir, the healer for what took place in the past. That's what this is. Something had to be sacrificed. That's why Spirit is giving us this wisdom, eh? Wisdom on top of wisdom we're going to get for the gift. But the bottom of the deck is our Three of Swords, which proves my reason for being annoyed, because there was a disappointment. Ends up in disappointment. Trickery for a legacy. You see? We apply what we know. Our mastery. Our mastery. We apply that. We take that with the wisdom. It says more wisdom here. This is because we have acquired our experiences. And then there's wisdom again as a gift. Because we went through this. We went through the experience. The disappointment is what brings us to the healing. Because if we were to translate in picture form, healing, disappointment. Okay? We have to open it up because it's all lower arcana. And that's, there we go. You see? A bunch of cards. Oh, look, it came in. It actually came into the read. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, so let's bring it down. We're not going too far with this because it's pretty self-explanatory when I see what I see here. All right, let me let me just leave it here for now. Okay, so the disappointment. The disappointment is from the past, like we see here. Something transpired. Again, the trickery. Something transpired which brought in disappointment. Brought in low self-esteem, because that's what this is, the self-worth card next to the disappointment. These two together here is sad. This is truly sad. To be disappointed and feeling like you're not worth anything. That's what that is. Okay, when you're thrown out into the cold, when people, and again, it's half of this is 5 and a 10 here, so you're not feeling 100% about who you are, what you did, your part in the game of life here. Or this is the person that it was done to. They're disappointed. They're feeling like they're not worthy of being a part of the group. Okay. This is our Prince of Cups. He wants to make a proposal. He wants to make an offer. To make better on this disappointment. Okay? And that offer turns into the truth. Because there's honesty that follows this offer. This is a victory. Okay. Now, here we have our 9 of coin. Another 9. See, we're going in with the 9s. We're doing the 8s and the 9s, 5s and the 3s. Okay. See, we have a healing at the end again, eh? This Prince of Cups, okay, to take it literally, he makes an offer. But if we just take the attributes, what we find is the disappointment and the low self-esteem brings us to stand up and say, oh, you know what? I can get over this because I am master of my emotions. I am master of my craft. I have passion in me. I can move on from this. Okay. So it's not necessary. I mean, take it as it resonates. If it's an offer that's coming to you because I got that message. If it is that it is you personally feeling like you've been disappointed and that you are not made to feel worthy of the group that you're in, or if it's just your own self-esteem where you are disappointed in your actions, because there is a partnership in here, I mean a group partnership. Maybe you are the one that doesn't feel so good about what you did. But the point is that we're able to pick ourselves up and say, oh, okay, let's try again. Let's go on. Let's move on to something else. Let's do something different. Let's take this to another place. And that's where the victory comes in. Being able to move on. Again, it's that victory card lesson where you walk away and you just say, okay, goodbye. I'm out of here. I'm doing my own thing now. And you leave this imbalance. Because again, it's imbalance. The 3 is an odd number. The 5 is an odd number. We have again the disappointment here. Then we move into the 9 because the truth sets us free. The 9 is financial freedom in the coins. And there's a lot of coins going on here. Take this as it resonates. Where you work. Maybe that's what's going on here. Where you work as a group, there was something that transpired that you were made to feel you didn't belong, you were disappointed, but in the end, you move on. You speak in your truth, moving on. You are able to appease yourself. It's another 9, that healing, that gift. But in this case, you see, it moves into the moon. I'll just because it, I'm not bringing up any more cards here. We'll bring it down. So we move into the 9. Okay, the 9 is our value is brought up. All of a sudden, the truth being told brings up our self-esteem, and we are able to rely on our own values, our own abundance. Maybe we're out with another job, we left the company that we're working for because we were disappointed in the way that we were treated, and now we find a new job. Bam. Financial independence. Or you decide, well, you know what? Now it's time for me to go off on my own. And you make your own money. You make your own business. You make your own life. You are able to stand alone on both your feet without somebody in your back manipulating your every move, controlling your mind as to what you should do next and how you should think and who you should or shouldn't deal with. You are alone to make those decisions. And that is a great achievement because you annihilate the manipulation. Which brings us to secrets. And you know what we could say as a literal terminology? Secrets are forgiven. That would be the perfect world, wouldn't it? Some secrets are forgiven, and some take a little while, longer than others, to be forgiven. But that's what I see here. By the moon, unknown, secret, because that is what the moon gives us. The moon creates that illusion that we have to question. And that's what brings in the fear. Because if we have to question something, that creates doubt. But we don't want doubt. We want straight answers. We want to know yes or no. I mean, this is the plane that we're living on. And see, this is mostly here lower arcana. There's only the Hermit and the Moon, and now the Temperance card that brings us higher arcana. So Spirit is really letting us do all the legwork here. And this is why my passion is raised, because I'm sorry, I'm a rebel when it comes down to manipulation. I fight it as much as I can, because I really don't approve of people who take advantage of other people for the pleasure of it. It's pure wickedness. When it comes down to good and bad, that is pure wickedness. And I was not born with that DNA line in me to do wickedness to people and enjoy it. Lavish in the suffering of others is no. But that in itself needs to happen for us to be able to get these experiences, so that we could recognize our ego needs to be tempered and heal ourselves along with the other people involved. I mean, it's a try. You could try, but ego is something that is a die-hard thing, you know. Some people just don't let go. All right, so this is another real lesson, one that is the complete opposite energy of the one from yesterday. But yet I'm grateful, because I'm able to stand and recognize where I fit myself in the light of a lesson where manipulation is the key. I'm proud of me that I could be angry for the right reason. You see, that's where the annoyance comes in, because I'm ready to fight with that manipulation. Thank you, Spirit. All right, what we got going on here? You see, protection. We are protected when we stand in our truth. I won't bother with shuffling again, because the card just fell out. So we'll go with this. And I will read row 1. You see, 34 becomes a 7. And again, it's difficult. It's difficult for me to find the joy right now because of the energy. I told you the cards were heavy. It's a heavy lesson, this manipulation thing going on here. There is no need to fear, dear one. Protected you are, and protected you will always be. And this is probably for me. Because I read it and I calm down right away. So if you are going through a recollection here, I mean, you have to sit and think about it, because it was in the past. And if you feel that you have a forgiveness that needs to happen for secrecy or manipulation, or an offer that was refused or turned down, or the offer in itself was not worthy, you're disappointed in the offer that came. I mean, take it as it resonates, right? There is a truth that will come that will make you move on, and you will be healed. And here, again, she comes around. Earth worship. Until my body is in your arms, I will worship you, dear one, mother of mine. So focus on earth and oracle. And yeah, let's just, you see, it shuffles in a way. See the goat? This is abundance. This is abundance right here. This is abundance. I'll read this one too. The goat. We had this the other day. Following your intuition. Okay? Knowing that the moon in itself gives us that ability to follow our intuition, the ability to spot, feel out manipulation. Spirit is giving us all this, eh? That's why we need to follow our instincts and know that we are protected and that we will heal or be healed, because our healing of another person is in our extending forgiveness. Our healing of ourselves is in giving ourselves that forgiveness. So one way or another, forgiveness is being handed out here. Whether it's you giving it to yourself or giving it to someone else or someone bringing it to you. Okay, and then we look forward to the moon phases for that. So check the moon, see on Google what phase of the moon we're in your situation. See if in the next moon phase or the next moon cycle you'll be able to receive or give your forgiveness. Fearless I am in the path I choose, for I've never been led astray, always finding my way. Again, independence, financial independence for some. Remember, follow the the lesson from yesterday. Abundance is ours to have. We are coming in. It's right here. Financial independence. We are in it. It's our time. Now, what is that independence for you? Is it money? It could be monetary. It could be family, legacy, people coming together, a new group of friends. Think of where you are feeling your riches. If it is in money, then money will come. If it is in a new job, you will make money. You'll make more money. If you're going off on your own to make your own money, it's going to happen because you are protected. You are protected and you find your way. Remember, I've explained this card where the goat, he takes small steps. Once he gets his footing, jumps. He passes leaps and bounds the difficulty. Okay, what we would consider difficult, the goat would find so easy. Climbing up the side of a mountain is difficult, but it's supposed to be. That's life. It's supposed to be difficult. Remember, 7s are not easy. And then the 13 is a transformation. We saw that transformation card in the shuffle. And the oracle is protecting us too. And we have lots of protection here. Spirits of other worlds, tell me tales of the unknown. Tell me the tales of the forbidden. You know, that's life. It's life happening. I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And if this lesson didn't come to you as a lesson today, don't worry. It'll come round again. Love and light.